Hey everyone, things are getting really interesting in AI and, government stuff.
Yeah.
So remember ChatGPT?
Mm-hmm.
The AI that can like write, anything
Right.
from haikus to even code?
Yeah.
Well, the company behind it, OpenAI, just made a really big announcement.
Oh, yeah.
They just launched a special version of ChatGPT specifically
Uh-huh.
and only for the U.S. government.
Wow.
They're calling it ChatGPT.gov.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's actually based on ChatGPT Enterprise.
Oh, okay.
That's the more secure version
Yeah.
that businesses are using.
Yeah.
But it has even more security
Right.
to meet, those government standards.
So ChatGPT went to like a spy school or something. Like it got a security clearance and had to take a lie detector test.
Well, maybe not a lie detector test,
sure.
but security is like a big deal for sure.
Right.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
If regular ChatGPT is like your personal computer,
Uh-huh.
ChatGPT.gov is like working on a government network.
Got it.
Like a super secure one. It can handle really sensitive information.
Like the stuff you see in movies.
Right.
With all the classified stamps.
Exactly.
So why
Yeah.
why would the government need
Oh,
its own version of ChatGPT?
it can do so much.
Like what?
It can, help write reports,
Mhm.
memos, translate documents, and things like that.
Okay.
Imagine government employees could get all their paperwork done way faster,
Right.
and then they could spend more time on, the important stuff.
I have a friend who works for the government.
Oh, yeah.
She hates the paperwork.
I bet.
This would be like a dream come true for her.
It would definitely save everyone a lot of time
Uh-huh.
and resources.
Yeah.
But it's not just about efficiency.
Okay.
ChatGPT.gov can also handle
Yeah.
non-public and sensitive data.
So like confidential stuff?
Yeah, stuff the government needs to keep secret.
Okay.
Using regular AI for that kind of information
Right.
would be like leaving nuclear launch codes out in the open.
Yeah. That's not good.
Not good at all.
So ChatGPT.gov is like a high-tech vault for all that secret info.
You could say
Yeah.
that it lets government agencies use AI
Yeah.
and keeps sensitive data safe.
Right.
It's a tough balance.
Yeah.
But OpenAI is trying to get it right with this platform.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got this super secure AI assistant for the government.
Yeah.
But there's more to this story.
Right.
Something about China.
Exactly.
So do you remember that Chinese AI company, Deepseek?
Mm-hmm.
They were making a lot of progress with AI technology.
Yeah, they were.
So the launch of ChatGPT.gov seems like a response to that.
It does.
Like a way for the U.S. to, stay ahead in this whole AI race.
Exactly. It's like a big game of chess.
With really high stakes.
The stakes are super high.
Yeah.
AI is like a critical technology for the future.
For sure.
It will affect everything.
Yeah.
National security,
Right.
the economy, the whole world.
Right. The U.S. doesn't want to fall behind.
Especially not to China.
So ChatGPT.gov is America's secret weapon in the AI arms race.
Maybe not a weapon.
Okay.
Remember, AI is just a tool.
Right.
It depends how you use it.
Okay.
But there's no question that competition is fierce.
Yeah.
And the launch of ChatGPT.gov is like the newest move in this game.
So we've got international intrigue,
Yeah.
cutting-edge technology,
It is cutting edge.
and maybe even a little bit of a sci-fi thriller vibe.
It's definitely a story to watch.
Yeah,
This whole AI thing will change everything.
for sure.
The government, society, everything.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see what happens
Me
next.
too.
But before we get ahead of ourselves,
Yeah.
let's talk more about ChatGPT.gov.
Okay.
What are some of the things it can do?
Great.
And how is it different from the regular ChatGPT that everyone's using?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it's one we should look at closely.
Okay.
Because ChatGPT.gov has some unique features that make it perfect for the government.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
One of the big things is how it handles data.
Okay.
Regular ChatGPT learns from tons of public info.
Right.
ChatGPT.gov is trained on more specific data, stuff that's more useful for the government.
So it's like ChatGPT went from knowing a little about everything
Yeah,
to being an expert on government stuff.
exactly.
Got it.
It's been trained to understand the language procedures and like the whole world of government operations.
So it can do things like,
It can write better policy briefs,
okay,
and it can even summarize legal documents.
makes sense. But
Yeah.
are there like actual government agencies using this right now
Oh, yeah,
to
definitely.
get work done?
OpenAI actually said that thousands of users
Wow.
in different agencies are already using it.
That's a lot.
It is.
Since last year.
Yeah. And they even talked about this pilot program in Pennsylvania. They said it saved workers like an hour and a half every day.
Wait, an hour and a half?
On average, yeah.
That's like a whole extra break.
It is a lot of time saved.
For sure.
And it shows how much potential it has to make things more efficient.
Yeah.
And let people work on, the harder stuff.
So it's doing more than just paperwork.
Right. It is.
Like, what are some examples?
Well, OpenAI talked about the Air Force using it for administrative stuff. And then Los Alamos National Lab is using it for science and research.
So it's helping with some pretty advanced stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty amazing.
It is. And there's so much more it can do.
Like what?
Analyzing data. Writing reports. Summarizing information. Even helping to brainstorm ideas.
It really is like a multi-tool for the government.
It is.
But with all this power, there must be some risks.
Well, yeah, there are some concerns.
Like what?
One of the big ones is bias.
Why?
AI models learn from data.
Right.
And if that data has bias, the AI might be biased too.
So like if the data shows historical inequalities, could it make things worse?
It could reinforce those inequalities. It's a complicated problem.
And OpenAI and other developers are trying to fix it?
Okay.
They want to get rid of bias in their models?
It sounds like we need to be really careful.
We do.
About how we train these AI.
Right.
And make sure they're not learning bad stuff.
Exactly. We need to make sure they're fair.
Yeah.
And we need to be transparent about how they work.
Transparency.
Yeah. Like we need to be upfront about how ChatGPT.gov is being used. Is it helping make decisions?
Right.
Is it automating tasks?
Yeah.
People have a right to know.
That makes sense. We don't want AI making decisions in secret.
Exactly. And there's also the question of accountability.
What do you mean?
Like if ChatGPT.gov makes a mistake, who's to blame?
Yeah, who is responsible?
Is it the AI?
I mean, it's not a person.
Right? Is it the people who made it? Or the people who used it?
Those are tough questions.
They are.
So there are a lot of legal and ethical things to figure out.
There are, but it's not impossible.
Okay.
We can make rules and guidelines.
Yeah.
We can have oversight. And most importantly, humans need to be in control.
So it's all about balance.
It is.
We want to use the power of AI.
Right.
But we don't want to lose control.
Exactly. So we've got this amazing AI tool.
We do.
ChatGPT.gov. That could change how the government works.
It could.
But we need to be careful.
We do. It's new territory.
Yeah.
And we need to watch out for the dangers.
So we talked about what it can do.
Yeah.
The concerns, the impact. What does it all mean for the future?
That's a big question.
It is.
A lot of people are thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
I think it shows that governments are getting serious about AI.
It does feel like a turning point.
Yeah.
Like AI is becoming a real part of our institutions.
It is. And this is just the start.
Really?
AI will keep getting better.
Wow.
And governments will find new ways to use it.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Me too.
But also a little nervous.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. That's for sure.
It is. And we're all along for the ride.
So we talked about ChatGPT, what they can do, some of the risks, what it all means. But let's take a step back and think about the big picture.
Okay.
What does this mean for the future of like government and the role that AI will play in it?
It's a really big question.
It is.
And a lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah.
AI could completely change how the government works.
Wow.
Everything from making policies to providing services.
So it's not just about like automating a few things.
Right. It's not just that.
It's like a total change
Exactly.
for how the government operates.
Imagine agencies processing information faster, making decisions quicker, and offering personalized services.
That sounds amazing.
It does. It really shows the potential of AI.
But like we said before, there are downsides.
Right.
What are some of the challenges as AI becomes more common in government?
One of the biggest challenges is making sure AI is used ethically.
Ethically.
We need to make sure it's not biased or violating privacy or being used for the wrong reasons.
So it's not just about the tech itself.
Exactly.
It's about how we use it.
We need rules oversight and a culture of responsibility.
That sounds really hard.
It is, but it's important.
If we want AI to be a good thing.
Right, if we want it to help us.
So we're at a crossroads.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
We have this powerful tool that can help us.
It can.
But we have to be really careful with it.
Absolutely. The decisions we make now are important.
Yeah.
They will shape the future of AI.
And how it impacts all of us.
Exactly.
So no easy answers.
Not really. The future is uncertain.
Okay.
But by talking about these issues, addressing the challenges, and focusing on ethics,
we
can try to make sure AI is a force for good.
I like that. Well said.
Thanks.
Well, we've covered a lot today.
We have.
From the specifics of ChatGPT.gov to the bigger questions about AI and government.
It's been a great discussion.
It has. Before we go, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought.
Okay.
AI in government is still new.
Yeah, it is.
But it has the potential to change everything.
It really does.
It's up to all of us to stay informed and be a part of this conversation.
I agree.
We need to help shape the future of AI.
To make sure it benefits everyone.
Exactly. Well, thanks for joining me today.
It was my pleasure.
And to all our listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the world around us. Until then, stay curious.